For this special occasion, we got a lot of promotees today and some new hires that we're going to recognize. This is a full house. Hasn't been like this in a while, so thank you very much for everybody that's here. We know we have some people that have traveled afar to get here, and once again, we appreciate it. For the people that are staying in the back, we do have an overflow room out this door to my right. If you would like to go in there, you're more than welcome to do that as well. And so we will kick it off with the presentation of colors. Please rise.
Present arms.
Please repeat after me. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order, arms. Colors, post. Center, please. Forward, march.
You may be seated. Thank you so much to our honor guard in their brand new spiffy uniforms donated by the Sheriff's Benevolent Posse. They look really good. Now it's my honor to introduce Chaplain Jerry Gray for our invocation.
Good morning. Maybe we all take a moment to take a breath, maybe more for my benefit than yours, but looking at this lineup of promotees, congratulations to all of you, and of course, congratulations to all the family members that are here that certainly supported them through this journey. So with that, let us pray. Almighty God, we gather together today to honor the dedication and hard work of these men and women who have answered the noble call of public service. We ask for your blessing upon them being promoted this day and welcome our new hirees to our Sheriff's Department family. Grant them supernatural wisdom and discernment as they transition into roles of greater responsibility. We ask for your continued hedge of protection over them as they face the dangers inherent to their duties. Guard their families who share in the sacrifice of this vocation, and grant them peace and pride in their loved ones' accomplishments. May these leaders be a beacon of justice and hope, maintaining the core values of professionalism, integrity, and unity within our department. Guide their steps that they may bring honor to this office and safety to the citizens that they serve. May we continue to lift up Sheriff Brown and his command staff as they continue to lead our department. We bring these requests to you in the name of all names. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain. And without further ado, I'd like to welcome Sheriff Bill Brown.
Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome. This is a momentous occasion today, and I want to start today by welcoming some new employees and by congratulating all of our new promotees. First of all, our new employees, Frank Lentini and Leon Fabian Arias, and the 12 promotees, outstanding members of the Sheriff's Office: Nanette Tobin, Jose Alejo, Jose Velasquez, Luis Espinoza, Justin Haney, Daniel Nelson, Salim Selmeta, Cassandra Marking, John Maxwell, Ryan Sullivan, Kevin Huddle, and Brad Welsh. I couldn't think of a better group of people to join me on the journey that we continue during these very challenging times for law enforcement and corrections. They are an outstanding group, and it's just my honor to be here today and be a part of this ceremony. The Sheriff's Office has a proud tradition of keeping the peace since 1850. And I say to our new employees, as you begin your careers with our agency, my advice to you is very simple. Always practice the golden rule of good law enforcement and corrections. Always remember that after each and every encounter with a member of the public, whether that person is a citizen, an inmate, a coworker, anyone, ask yourself, if I was that person, would I honestly feel as though I had been treated fairly, courteously, and professionally? And if the answer to that question is yes, then you're doing a good job. And if the answer to that question is no, it's time for you to reflect on what was missing during that encounter and to make it right the next time. We like to say that the word sheriff has 7 letters in it that each stand for a value that we should strive for in our everyday work: service, honor, ethics, respect, integrity, fairness, and faithfulness. If you live up to those values, you will have an exciting and enjoyable and a rewarding career with our organization. So now I'd like to introduce to you those 2 new employees. And when I call your name, if you'd please come up and just stand here next to me and let me tell the group here a little bit about you before we present you with your certificate of appointment. And our first person today that we're going to bring up is a sheriff's utility worker, Frankie Anthony Lentini. Come on up, Frankie. Frankie was born in New York City, New York, to his parents Frank and Nancy. He grew up on Staten Island with his sister Laura and his brother Anthony. Frankie attended high school in Florida and New York, where he played baseball and trained as a boxer with former heavyweight champion of the world, Floyd Patterson. So whatever you do, don't mess with Frankie. Following high school, Frankie earned his construction and plumbing trade certificate at Orange-Ulster Board of Cooperative Education Services. Later, Frankie's career path shifted, and he was hired by the New York Police Department as a police officer, in which capacity he served for 10 years. While with NYPD, Frankie was awarded 4 Excellent Police Duty Medals, which recognize an officer's intelligent action that significantly contributes to a valuable accomplishment, and 2 Star Commendation Medals, awarded for acts of service that put officers in grave personal danger or were highly creditable, unusual police accomplishments. After leaving the NYPD, Frankie worked for the TSA as a transportation security officer. Frankie lives in Valencia, and he enjoys boxing and fitness and playing the drums in his free time. Welcome, Frankie. Thank you for your service with the NYPD, and we're happy to now have you as a member of our agency. Welcome aboard. Next, we have financial office professional Leon Fabian Arias. Fabian was born in Pahokee, Florida, to Maribel and Simone Arias. He has 3 siblings, Simone Jr., Adriel, and Uziel. Fabian attended San Marcos High School, and he enjoyed playing football and weight training. After high school, he attended Santa Barbara City College, where he earned an Associate of Arts degree in sociology and one in social and behavioral sciences. Before coming to the Sheriff's Office, Fabian worked for the County of Santa Barbara as a refuse checker and at Johnson & Johnson as a clinical data associate. He was motivated to apply for the sheriff's office by his strong desire to serve the Santa Barbara community, contribute to public safety, and apply his administrative and interpersonal communication skills within a respected agency. Fabian currently resides in Santa Barbara, and he enjoys spending time with his partner, Angelica, and his 2 children, Maribel and Aubriella. Congratulations, Fabian, and welcome to the Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office. All right, the second portion of our ceremony today is to celebrate the promotion of 12 outstanding members of the Sheriff's Office. The caliber and the quality of our people is such that the competition for promotion is always very tough. Those who emerge successfully from this rigorous process are to be congratulated, and that is what today is all about. As many of you know, whenever we have a promotional ceremony like today's, I like to reflect on some leadership lessons from great leaders of the past. Today, I want to talk about some of the great lessons that were given to us by, and still are given to us, by Winston Churchill. In his book, Churchill on Leadership, Executive Success in the Face of Adversity, the author Stephen Hayward identified some of Sir Winston Churchill's remarkable personal traits, which I believe can be used by our new undersheriff, and indeed by all of us, as a leadership roadmap. The traits in Churchill that Hayward identified were courage and optimism, kindness and magnanimity and gratitude, independent judgment and self-criticism, loyalty as a team player, recognizing the importance of rest, relaxation, and change of pace, calmness under pressure, having a preference for personal contact, staying open to changing your mind in the presence of new information, and the ability to face bad news squarely and to accept responsibility. Let's take a brief look at each one of these traits. The first one, and perhaps the most important one, courage and optimism. Churchill's courage was evident from his earliest days. As a young officer, he participated in what has been called the last true cavalry charge, that of the 21st Lancers at the Battle of Omdurman in the Sudan in 1898 against a greatly superior force of dervish warriors. He later showed great moral courage as he led England through the darkest days of the London Blitz and the Battle of Britain. The key to his courage, both physical and moral, was his unbounded optimism. I am one of those, he once said, who believe that the world is going to get better and better. He also said, never flinch, never weary, never despair. And he knew the importance of a leader being optimistic in front of his subordinates. When addressing a group of officers in the trenches during World War I, he said, laugh a little and teach your men to laugh. If you can't laugh, grin. And if you can't grin, keep out of the way until you can. The next traits are kindness, magnanimity, and gratitude. Like many ambitious, demanding people in positions of great responsibility, Churchill could be abrupt and hard on his subordinates. But the impression he gave to most was that of a man who worked hard himself, drove them equally hard, but did so with humor and kindness, alert to their personal needs, and quick to apologize for any outburst of anger or other wrongdoing. He would always try to find time to write or say a few words of appreciation to others, which showed his exceptional kindness and generosity. He didn't hold grudges. He once wrote, I do not harbor malice. I always forgive political attacks or ill will not directed at private life. The next trait, independent judgment and self-criticism. Churchill was an excellent speaker, and he was a master of argument, but he was also a good listener, and he took criticism well. He once said, "Criticism is like pain in the human body. It is not pleasant, but where would the body be without it?" And he did a lot of self-assessment as well. He once said, "Every night I try myself by court-martial to see if I have done anything effective during the day." The next one is loyalty as a team player. Even though he was branded an overly ambitious glory seeker by some, Churchill was extremely loyal to and supportive of his colleagues and his superiors. He was a genuine team player. Once policy was arrived at, Churchill would cease his criticism or opposition and get on board. After his party lost a particularly long and bitter fight over British Indian policy, Churchill told one of his opponents that "you need not expect anything but silence or help from us." The next one is recognizing the importance of rest, relaxation, and change of pace. There never is a good time for a vacation, so take one anyway, Churchill said. For him, that was usually a working vacation. He once wrote to George Bernard Shaw, "My work and my holidays are the same." He also recognized the need for recreational activities that distracted him from stressful situations, but that nevertheless stimulated his mind. To be really happy and really safe, he said, one ought to have at least 2 or 3 hobbies. Calmness under stress. Churchill was no stranger to the #1 problem faced by all executives and other leaders: stress. His colleagues and friends marveled at how calm he appeared in the midst of trying circumstances. In part, that was a function of his courage and fearlessness. He was not immune from stress. In fact, he suffered 2 heart attacks and nearly died from pneumonia. But he dealt with stress by never being in a hurry. He was the person who coined the phrase, "Never let him see you sweat." And indeed, he epitomized that axiom. Having a preference for personal contact. Much is said these days of the importance of having personal contact with others, such as the principle of management by walking around. Churchill recognized that this actually yielded 2 benefits: the face-to-face encounter itself and the receipt of unfiltered information from those who you interacted with. The next one, staying open to changing your mind in the presence of new information. Churchill's openness to facts showed his flexibility and adaptability. He showed great resolve, but he wasn't stubborn. To the contrary, he often changed his mind in the presence of new facts, and he would not hesitate to defer to the suggestions of his advisors if they made a better case. Churchill's maxim was, "I'd rather be right than consistent." And finally, the ability to face bad news squarely and to accept responsibility. Churchill believed that bad news should be faced directly and acknowledged candidly. "Trust people," he said. "Tell the truth. It is a mistake to shrink from stating the true facts to the public." This was an aspect of Churchill's realism, which was always in balance with his idealism and optimism. He believed in delivering bad news personally, however difficult. During World War II, he had promised Marshal Joseph Stalin that he would open up a second front against the Germans in 1943. When it was later determined that that could not be done, Churchill traveled to Moscow to tell Stalin personally. "It was like taking a lump of ice to the North Pole," he said. Winston Churchill had some idiosyncrasies. He smoked 8 cigars a day. He always took a nap in the middle of his workday, but his workday was usually all day. And he took 2 baths every day. In fact, he used to dictate letters to his secretary from his bathtub. And I think Teresa's glad that I'm not saying that we're going to be adopting that one. But Churchill was indeed a rare man and a rare leader. Certainly one of the greatest statesmen and wartime leaders of all time. His intellect, his dedication to service, his resolve, his courage, and his vision were nothing short of exceptional. Lessons we can all learn from him on leadership during tough times were relevant then, and they remain relevant today, 61 years after his death. There's another lesson that I want you to take from Sir Winston. Like he did, always understand and remember that it is an honor to have the privilege of leading others. That's so important because the most valuable asset that this or any organization has is its people. And we who lead them are entrusted with the great responsibility of encouraging, developing, mentoring, and training those people as we accomplish those tasks through leaders who we have had a hand in developing. That honor grows even greater. So that's the history lesson. Now let's tell you a little bit about our new promotees. And our first one, and I'd like to ask her to come join me here, is Administrative Office Professional Senior Nanette Rochelle Tobin. Nanette was born and raised in Santa Barbara to parents Francis and Ronald Strahl. She has two sisters, Melanie and Natalie, and one brother, Darren. Nanette attended Santa Barbara High School, where she enjoyed swimming and cheer, and was involved with their associated student body. She attended Santa Barbara City College, where she earned an Associate's of Arts degree in Liberal Studies and competed on their tennis team. She also attended Cal State Channel Islands, graduating with a bachelor's degree in liberal arts with an emphasis in education. Before coming to the Sheriff's Office, Nanette worked in the design and construction department at UCSB. She also ran an infant daycare out of her home for 16 years and has been working in end-of-life care for the last 10 years. Nanette began working for the Sheriff's Office in October of 2024 as an administrative office professional assigned to criminal records. However, after only a few days, our executive team recognized what a great fit she would be in the office of the sheriff, and we stole her away. Nanette enjoys being on the water off the Channel Islands, golf, and spending time with her 4 children, Madison, Andrew, McKenna, and Benjamin, and her new grandson, Leo. Congratulations, Nanette. You've been a valuable asset to our team already, and I know that you will continue to excel as an AOP senior. Welcome.
Thank you so much. I guess. Okay. 2 years ago, I had a crazy idea to change careers, and my friends Alyssa and Raquel said, apply to the sheriff's office. And so I did, and now not only are they friends, but coworkers. And also thank you to Teresa and Dalen for teaching me everything I needed and wanted to know about the sheriff's office and everybody else in the executive team that I've worked with. Thank you to my family and my kids. They've always supported my crazy ideas and my journey to happiness. Thanks.
Well, I'm proud of Nanette. Yesterday she said absolutely not. She didn't want to say anything. Our next promotee is Custody Sergeant Jose Miguel Alejo. Please come up and join me. Jose was born in Brawley, California, to his parents Juana and Oscar. He grew up in Calexico, California, with his siblings Brenda, Laura, and Oscar Jr. He and his family moved to Santa Maria, where he attended Santa Maria High School. There, he enjoyed playing baseball and soccer. He continued his education at California State University, Bakersfield, where he earned his Bachelor of Science degree in criminal justice with a minor in history. Jose began his career in law enforcement and corrections in January of 2007 when he was hired as an extra help juvenile institutions officer at Kern County Probation. He eventually promoted to full-time and worked as a juvenile corrections officer for over 10 years, attaining the rank of Juvenile Corrections Officer 3. In that position, Jose was a certified training instructor on topics including tactics, cell extractions, and PREA, the Prison Rape Elimination Act. Jose joined the Sheriff's Office in 2018, and following his graduation from the Allen Hancock Corps Academy, he was assigned to the main jail. In 2021, he was assigned to the Northern Branch Jail. He began the collateral assignment duty of custody training officer also. That same year, he was awarded the Sheriff's Unit Citation following the COVID-19 pandemic. In 2022, Jose was appointed to Custody Deputy Special Duty, and in 2024, he became a member of the Sheriff's Honor Guard. Jose lives in Creston, California with his wife, Joanna, and their 2 children, Sebastian, who's 6, and Emma, who's 4. Congratulations, Jose, on this great step in your career with the Sheriff's Office. We're very proud of you. At this, you can give him a round of applause for sure. So at this point in Jose's portion of the presentation today, and will happen with all the rest of our promotees, they are going to receive their new badges that have their new rank on them as well. And whenever I present a badge at the Sheriff's Office, as all of our employees know and have heard hundreds of times in many cases, I always like to talk a little bit about the badge and what it means and the importance of it. Because the badge is, without question, the single most important piece of insignia or accoutrement that we have as members of the Sheriff's Office. The badge, whether it's a star-shaped badge like we have or an oval-shaped badge like most police agencies wear, it represents the same thing. It represents an ancient warrior's shield, a shield of protection. And the symbolism of that protection is twofold. It represents the protection that we provide to the community, whether it's by keeping inmates in the jail humanely but safely away from our community and preventing them from doing further harm. It's also by the protection that we provide by patrolling the streets or investigating crimes and apprehending wrongdoers. But the symbolism of this protection is also twofold. It goes the other way as well. It represents the protection that the public provides to us, the people who carry or wear a badge. And that is in the form of enhanced penalties for those who would do us harm, or special rights and privileges like the right to carry firearms. The badge that the men and women today are going to be receiving in their new ranks is a star-shaped badge with 7 points. And some say that that is an ancient symbol that is the sign of perfection. Others say that it represents good over evil. We like to say that the 7 points on this star correspond to the 7 letters in the word sheriff, and that they stand for those 7 values that I mentioned earlier: service, honor, ethics, respect, integrity, fairness, and fidelity or faithfulness. Inside the points on the star are oak and laurel leaves, representing strength and, particularly today, high achievement. In the center of the badge is the Great Seal of the State of California, representing the statewide peace officer authority that we have. And around the center of the badge is a band that has the rank, in this case, custody deputy, and a band above it, sergeant, and Santa Barbara County, and a unique identifying number. Taken together, all of those components make the badges that are being presented today unique. There are no other badges in the world that are exactly like them. And the badges are finished in gold. They're shiny, and it represents something precious. And that's important because I always say that those of us who wear and carry the badge have a responsibility to keep this badge untarnished. The badge that we have today is not going to be ours forever. At some point, we're going to have to hand it off to someone else who will take our place, either through promotion or through new hire. And when that time happens, it's important that that badge be untarnished. Because if we do anything, if an individual who carries or wears a badge does anything to tarnish it, it doesn't just tarnish that person, their reputation, or their career. It tarnishes all of us in the Santa Barbara Sheriff's Office, and indeed everyone in the law enforcement profession. So it's a great responsibility, and it is a great honor to be able to wear and carry a badge. And I know that Jose and all of the promotees today are going to continue to wear and carry their badges with honor and with distinction. One thing we like to do in these ceremonies is to give the families, friends or families, an opportunity to pin the badge on their loved one. And in this case, Jose's wife, Joanna, is going to do the honors. So Joanna, if you'd please come and join us. She said they practiced yesterday. Don't worry about it. It's about as easy as doing the Rubik Cube in the right configuration. Thank you. You can give them a kiss and a hug or whatever you want. Congratulations.
I just want to say, first of all, thank you for giving me this opportunity to take on this new role and my career here with the Sheriff's Office. And thank you to all command staff and all the people I've gotten an opportunity to work with and talk to that have given me all the knowledge to get here today. And then thank you to my family, my wife, mom and dad, everybody here that's always supported me in this journey. So thank you.
All right, next we have another custody sergeant, Jose Herberto Velasquez. Jose was born and raised in Santa Barbara to his parents Ana and Herberto. He has 4 siblings, Jasmine, Brian, Gabriela, and Minerva. He attended Santa Barbara High School and Santa Barbara City College. In May 2009, Jose enlisted in the United States Marine Corps Reserves. He completed his basic training in San Diego, and he was assigned to the 4th Marine Division in Pico Rivera. He served as a gunner team leader, and he held the rank of E4, corporal, until his commitment ended in 2015. Jose's father, Herberto, served as a police officer in Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, for 10 years before coming to the United States, which heavily influenced Jose's decision to pursue a career in law enforcement and corrections. Jose was hired by the Sheriff's Office in November of 2011, and he was assigned to the main jail. In this assignment, he held the collateral duty assignment of a custody training officer for several years before transferring to the Sheriff's Training Bureau as a special duty custody deputy. In 2016, he became a member of the Special Operations Response Team, or SORT, another collateral duty assignment which he still holds to this day. Jose lives in Buellton with his longtime girlfriend, Carmen, and their children, Danielle, who's 18, and Abby, who's 8. Congratulations, Jose, on this important step in your career, and accordingly, his badge is going to be pinned by his father, Herberto. You come on this side. Let's get your certificate first, and then we'll.
Thank you. First off, good morning, everyone. First, I want to thank my parents who showed me that hard work will always pay off. Los quiero. Thank you to my kids and especially my wife for being my biggest supporters. I love you guys. Finally, thank you to Sheriff Brown for having the confidence to promote me, and thank you for the opportunity to lead the future of this department. Thank you, sir.
You're doing a great job. All right, next up, we have 2 custody lieutenants, and the first, Luis Alfredo Espinosa. Luis was born and raised in Santa Maria, California, to his parents Martha and Alfredo. He is the middle child with 1 older sister, Martha Maria, and 1 younger sister, Nancy. Luis is a graduate of Santa Maria High School, where he participated in wrestling and football. Imagine that. He was also a member of the Future Farmers of America. Following high school, Luis attended Allen Hancock College, where he earned all-state honors and awards in football, which led to a full-ride scholarship from the University of Eastern Oregon. Following an injury that ended his football career, Luis returned to Santa Barbara County, eager to begin a career in law enforcement and corrections. Luis was hired by the Sheriff's Office in 2012, having previously worked for the County Probation Department's Juvenile Hall facility. Luis was assigned to the main jail, and in 2015, he became a member of the Special Operations Response Team, SORT. In 2018 also, in 2019, he was promoted permanently to the rank of sergeant after having done an acting position for a year. As a sergeant, Luis was the team leader for SORT when a riot occurred at the county's juvenile hall, and he participated in the operation to retake that facility. He served as a member of the administrative investigative team for 3 years, and in 2021, he was awarded the Sheriff's Unit Citation following the COVID-19 pandemic. Luis is also the recipient of the Thomas Fire and the 1-9 Debris Flow Incident Commendation Bars. In 2022, Luis was assigned to the Sheriff's Training Bureau, where he oversaw the Custody Training Officer Program. Luis and his wife, Yesenia, live in Orchid with their 2 sons, Kevin and Jason. They are looking forward to traveling to as many national parks as possible, as well as a cannonball run from Los Angeles to New York to celebrate Jason's 16th birthday in a couple of years. Congratulations, Luis, on this important step in your career. I have no doubt that you will continue to excel in your new role as a custody lieutenant. And pinning his badge today will be his wife, Yessie, and his sons will pin his rank insignia, Kevin and Jason. Perfect. Thank you. One on each side? Sure. Give Dad a hug. All right. Congratulations.
Thanks. Well, I'd like to start off by thanking the sheriff. 14 years ago, he made a decision that affected my family and myself very deeply. He hired me with very little experience, very little training. He took that risk on me, and it affected my family very deeply. I appreciate that very much. Today, actually that day, I made a vow that I would work very hard to pay you back, to work for you, so you wouldn't regret that decision that you made that day. Today, I continue that mission, starting as a custody lieutenant. I appreciate that opportunity, sir. Thank you. To my family, to my love, to my everythings. Oh, thank you for your prayers, for your ear hugs, for your discipline. Thank you very much for your strength, because it's because of you that I'm up here today. If you would have left it up to me, I wouldn't have made it. It's because of you that I'm here. Thank you. To my sheriff family, thank you for your training. Thank you for your guidance, your mentorship, your decisions that you made that allowed me to be behind this podium today. I wouldn't have been able to do this without you guys. It takes a lot. It's you guys getting promoted up here with me today because of all the decisions, it's all the time that you took on me. I appreciate that. The only way I can pay you back is to continue aiding you in prayer so that God can protect you and your families as we're out there serving our communities. Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you. You pay it back every day. All right, and our next custody lieutenant, Justin Kyle Haney. Justin was born in Van Nuys, California, to his parents Randy and Dara. He has one brother, Ron Fair. Justin grew up in Ojai, California, and he attended Nordhoff High School, where he competed in powerlifting and played football. Again, imagine that. Justin was also a member of the track and field team, and he played and competed in powerlifting, as I said. Justin was selected as the first team All-League, All-County, All-CIF, and selected as the Ventura Sports Hall of Fame Athlete of the Year. He was keenly interested in drafting and auto shop, which are hobbies that he still enjoys to this day. Justin attended the University of Nebraska, and he played football for 3 years while continuing to compete in powerlifting. After 3 years, Justin decided to move back to California, and he attended Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, where he earned a Bachelor of Science degree in environmental horticulture. Prior to being hired by the Sheriff's Office in 2013, Justin spent 13 years working for his father's landscape and construction company. Following his graduation from the Allen Hancock Corps Academy, Justin was assigned to the main jail. In 2015, he became a member of SORT, and in 2016, he took on the additional collateral assignment of custody training officer. In 2019, Justin was appointed as an acting sergeant, and in 2020, he was permanently promoted to that rank. As a member and team leader of SORT, Justin was a recipient of the team's Sheriff's Unit Citation for 2022, when the team responded to more than 10 critical incidents, including a riot at the county's juvenile hall, as well as jail disturbances, mutual aid operations, and natural disasters. Justin is also a recipient of the Thomas Fire 19 Debris Flow Incident Commendation Bar and the Sheriff's Unit Citation, following the custody branch's recognition for their superb work during the COVID-19 pandemic. Justin lives in Ojai with his wife of 12 years, Elizabeth, and their 2 daughters, Piper and Paige. Congratulations, Justin. I know that you will continue to provide professional leadership in your new role as a custody lieutenant, and his badge will be pinned by his wife, Elizabeth, and his rank insignia by his daughters, Piper and Paige. Hi, how are you? Hi, thanks for helping us out today. One on each side. Very good. Excellent. Nice job.
All right. First and foremost, thank you, sir, for the opportunity. Appreciate it. And thank you to all my coworkers, my other family, I call them, and my loving family at home. My father, my mother, my two beautiful girls, and my wife. Thank you.
All right, next, we have another Sheriff's Lieutenant, Daniel James Nelson, Jr. Dan was born in Augsburg, Bavaria, West Germany, to his parents Rebecca and Daniel Nelson Sr. After his father passed, his mother remarried Alan Grant. Dan has one brother, Bob Nelson, and two step-siblings, Emily and Calland Grant. Dan's mother, Becky, worked for the Santa Barbara Sheriff's Office for 28 years as an administrative office professional. Dan grew up in Santa Barbara and Santa Maria, where he attended Righetti High School. While in high school, Dan played on the water polo team and was also a member of the swim team. After high school, Dan enlisted into the United States Coast Guard. He put in his considerable swimming skills to good use while serving as an aviation survival technician, a helicopter rescue swimmer. And during his 6 years in the Coast Guard, he was awarded a Commandant's Letter of Commendation Ribbon, the National Defense Service Medal, the Global War on Terrorism Service Medal, 2 unit commendations, Air Crewman Wings, Rescue Swimmer Wings, and a Cutterman's Pin. At the end of his Coast Guard commitment, he had reached the rank of Aviation Survival Technician 3rd Class. Dan joined the Sheriff's Office in January of 2003 as a correction officer assigned to the main jail. In 2004, he became a member of SORT, and in 2006, he was assigned to the Training Bureau, where he served as a TAC officer at the Allen Hancock Corps Academy. In 2008, he attended and graduated from Allen Hancock's Law Enforcement Academy as a sheriff's deputy, and he was assigned to patrol, where he received the DSA Rookie of the Year award. Dan has held a variety of assignments throughout his career, including school resource deputy, air support unit crew chief, and he has worked at each of our patrol bureaus throughout the county. He has also maintained collateral duty assignments on the Sheriff's Mobile Field Force, the recruiting team, as a field training officer, as a member of the Sheriff's Underwater Search and Recovery Team, the dive team, and as a team leader for the Sheriff's Honor Guard and on the Special Enforcement Team. In February of 2020, Dan was promoted to Sheriff Sergeant and assigned to Goleta Valley Patrol. Later that year, he was selected to lead the Special Investigation Bureau's Compliance Response Team. In 2022, Dan was assigned to the Criminal Investigations Bureau Persons Crime Unit. Dan has received multiple accolades over the years, to include the Distinguished Service Award in 2007 and the 2014 Isla Vista Incident Commendation Bar. In 2018, he was awarded the Sheriff's Medal of Courage and the H. Thomas Geary Award for Valor for his bravery in helping rescue young people from a camp during the Whittier Fire. That same year, Dan was awarded a second Medal of Courage for his response to a homicide suspect who had barricaded himself in his home. He also received a Sheriff's Unit citation as a member of the Special Enforcement Team. In 2019, Dan received the Thomas Fire 19 Debris Flow Commendation Bar, and in 2020, he was awarded the 2019 Conception Dive Boat Disaster Incident Commendation Bar and another Sheriff's Unit citation as a member of the Search and Underwater Recovery Team for their amazing response to that tragic event. Dan and his wife, Jessica, have 2 adult children, Bailey, who is with us today. She's a Coast Guard Culinary Specialist 3rd class, and Daniel, a welder in San Luis Obispo. In his free time, Dan enjoys golf, cycling sports, overlanding, and woodworking. Congratulations, Dan, on this important step in your new career. You're already doing a great job as my new adjutant, and I look forward to working with you in the months and the years ahead. Congratulations. And Dan's badge will be pinned by his wife, Jessica, and his rank insignia by his children, Bailey and Danny.
Wow. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Sheriff Brown. It's an amazing place, the Sheriff's Department, and I'm truly grateful for the trust and the confidence that you have in me, not only to be a Sheriff's Lieutenant, but to be your adjutant, so thank you. In the sake of brevity, I've been here a bit, 20 some odd plus years, and there's a lot of people in this room. You have had a hand in this, and I appreciate you. I'm not going to do you by name because it would take for too much time, but there are 2 people that I want to tell you about. It's a little bit of a story. So we heard about Becky Grant, 28 years with this department. And if you've been around a minute, you know that Becky was known as Commander Becky because she took care of the brand new lieutenants. And I heard that during my Coast Guard career and as a brand new deputy. And she always told me that the best lieutenants had the best support staff, the best wives. Okay? Thank you, Jessica. You were my rock. She wasn't wrong. 30 years of marriage, and you let me follow my dream, and you went anywhere I asked you to go. Thank you. I couldn't ask for more. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. And next, we have our custody commanders. First one is Salim Selmeta. Salim was born and raised in Tirana, Albania, to his parents Hamid and Dile. He is one of 5 children, having 1 sister and 3 brothers. Salim graduated from 16 Chaton High School, which translates into September 16th in honor of an Albanian national holiday. Salim was an avid high school athlete participating in track, basketball, soccer, cycling, and he was a member of the Dynamo Multisports Club. For 5 years, he was the reigning national champion in Albania, during which time he won numerous tours and awards. He also went on to become a member of the Albanian national cycling team from 1983 to 1996, during which time he participated in more than 40 international tours across Europe. Salim broke many records at the time, some of which remain unbroken until this day. After finishing a 4-year live-in program at the High Institute of Internal Affairs in Tirana, he was appointed by the government of Albania to serve in the Presidential Guard of the Republic of Albania. This is a specialized armed force that provides security and protections for the Albanian president, essentially the equivalent of our Secret Service. They also provide protective services for the Prime Minister, the head of parliament, and other foreign dignitaries. While serving in this capacity, he attained the rank of captain. Over the years, Salim has been recognized internationally for his outstanding achievements, and he is the recipient of the Grand Master title from the President of Albania for his lifetime sporting accomplishments. He received that in 2021. He has been named as the Lieutenant of the Year by the American Albanian Law Enforcement Association in 2024, and he is the recipient of the Ambassador for Peace title from the Universal Peace Federation, which he received in 2025. In 1996, Salim and his family moved to the United States, and in 2021, he became a U.S. citizen. Salim joined the Sheriff's Office in 2008 as a custody deputy assigned to the main jail. 1 year later, he became a member of the Special Operations Response Team, a position he held intermittently until 2018. In 2012, he was appointed as a custody deputy special duty and assigned to the classification unit. In 2013, he was selected as the custody deputy of the quarter, and in September of 2014, he was appointed as an acting sergeant. In December of that same year, he was promoted permanently to the rank of custody sergeant. In that role, Salim held assignments in the Alternative Sentencing Bureau, Main Jail Operations, Administration, and the Resources Unit. He also held a collateral duty position as a member of the Administrative Investigations Team. In June of 2019, Salim was promoted to custody lieutenant, and in that rank, he held assignments in Main Jail Operations and, most recently, in the Resources Bureau. Salim is a recipient of the Thomas Fire 1-9 debris flow and the 2019 Conception Dive Boat Disaster Commendation Bars, and in 2025, he earned his Certified Jail Manager Certificate from the American Jail Association. Salim and his wife, Oleona, enjoy spending time with their children, Sarah and Brandon, and now with their 2 grandchildren as well, Grayson and Stella. Congratulations, Salim, on this major step in your career. We look forward to working with you in your new role as a custody commander. And pinning his badge today will be his wife, Oleana, and his rank insignia, Sarah and Brandon.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, esteemed colleagues, thank you for being here. It is with immense pride and gratitude that I stand before you today in this wonderful promotion ceremony. which without a question marks the most significant milestone in my career. I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to Sheriff Brown for his generous remarks and for entrusting me with the honor to serve and lead as a commander. This opportunity humbles me greatly, and I'm fully aware of the responsibilities that comes with it. As I look to the future and my role as a commander, I remain resolute in my commitment to serve with integrity and compassion, and to spearhead the efforts to address some of the challenges that lie ahead. I would like to take a moment and express my deep appreciation for those who have helped and supported me along this journey. My beloved family, my wife, Oleona, my children, Sarah and Brendan, my son-in-law, who's not here today, Gary Newman, and my cherished grandchildren, Grayson and Stella. I love you dearly. You're my bedrock. Furthermore, I would like to extend my deep appreciation for my friends and mentors who have helped me along the journey. Chief Sullivan, Chief Huddle, Chief Warkentine, Under Sheriff Welsh, Commander Stessler and Gallahan, thank you. My retired friends and colleagues, Lieutenant Zev, Lieutenant Espinoza, Commanders Powell and Meter and Lammer, thank you. Your counsel, your support and encouragement has been invaluable. I'm truly fortunate to be surrounded by such remarkable individuals. In closing, I would like to congratulate everybody promoted here today. I'm looking forward to work with each and every one of you in your respective new roles. Again, thank you and congratulations.
Good job, Tony. All right, our next custody commander, Cassandra Lee Marking. Cassandra was born in Fontana, California, to her late parents, Stephen and Linda McLemore. With her today are her husband, retired custody deputy Jonathan Marking, their children, Wesley, Ethan, Johnny, Mackenzie, and Oliver, her stepmother, Paula McLemore, and her sister, supervising probation officer Sarah Miller. Cassandra grew up in Rialto, and she graduated from Rialto High School. While there, she participated in the San Bernardino County Public Safety Explorer Program, which is where her interest in a career in law enforcement and corrections began. She then attended San Diego State University. Following college, Cassandra joined the Sheriff's Office in September of 2006 as a correction officer assigned to the main jail. While assigned to jail operations, Cassandra held assignments as a custody training officer, custody deputy, special duty assigned to the main jail, and to the Santa Maria substation. She was also a member of the recruitment team and the crisis intervention team. In 2017, Cassandra was promoted to custody sergeant, and she supervised in the following assignments: custody operations in the main jail, support division, resource unit, and custody canine unit, custody training officer program, and the Northern Branch Jail transition team. In 2018, Cassandra was assigned as the custody employee of the quarter for her diligent work overseeing the instruction and implementation of the behavior management and direct supervision training for all custody operations personnel. She also oversaw the planning and practical training for the direct supervision pilot modules at the jail. In 2021, Cassandra was promoted to lieutenant, and she held assignments in Northern Branch Jail Operations, Administrative Support Bureau, and most recently, in the Support Services Health Services Bureau. She also held the collateral duty assignment as the Administrative Investigations Team Manager. In August of 2025, Cassandra attended the National Jail Leadership Academy, and she became a certified jail manager through the American Jail Association. While Cassandra feels highly privileged to have had the opportunity to lead within our organization in the positions now of sergeant, lieutenant, and commander, her all-time favorite promotion was when she received the one to mom. So today, pinning by her family members, her husband and son, John and Oliver, will pin the badge and her daughters Johnny and Mac will pin her rank insignia.
Sorry, guys. Insignia down. All right. Well, we're missing stuff, but it's.
Is it under there? Yeah, we'll find it.
Okay, love you guys.
All right, Cassandra will be pioneering the one-star rank today for commander.
Woo. All right. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Actually, for being patient. I wasn't going to start this way, but I have to follow up on a lesson that I was going with Johnny over last night. So, Johnny Goo, the answer when your heart is beating fast and you don't know what to say is to stand tall and say it anyway, even when your voice shakes. So, good morning. It is often said that it takes a village to raise a child. In similar fashion, I could attest that it takes a village to raise a commander. So, all of you here, many that couldn't attend, we have many friends, mentors, family that can't be here today. But this would not be possible without you. And I say it on behalf of our new hires and my fellow promotees. You guys are our village. And I would like to ask my fellow peers who are getting promoted and our newly hired personnel to please join me in giving our village a standing ovation and thanking our family and friends and mentors for their support. So, thank you. Nothing like group exercise in the morning. So to be short, part of my village is here, but my immediate family, you guys and close friends who have covered me heavily through my career and this process with prayer and understanding and my brattiness, I thank you, and this couldn't be done without you. This is our promotion, and also importantly, Babe, the cooler marking. Thank you. This wouldn't be possible without your support also. One of my favorite things when the promotion orders came out was a friend and coworker called and was like, "Holy smokes, I'm proud of you, congratulations." I remember when you started on your first day, did you ever think that you would be a commander? My answer was, absolutely not. I was just trying to get off training. Got off training, thank you. But my message there is be unapologetically great. And when somebody's asking you that at the end of your career, or when you change a career, or when you're going to school, make sure that your answer is, heck yes, I knew that. Lastly, Sheriff Brown, thank you for trusting me to lead your organization and our community from this position. I'm very grateful, and it is truly a privilege and an honor to do so. Thank you.
Well done.
Skip my.
Our next Sheriff's Commander. The Sheriff's Commander is John Darrell Maxwell. John was born in Pasadena to his parents Craig and Elaine. He has one sister, Nancy. He attended St. Francis High School and upon graduating was accepted to the University of California at Santa Barbara. John obtained his Bachelor of Arts degree in Law and Society while simultaneously working for the UC Police Department until he graduated. John worked as a community service officer alongside Santa Barbara sheriff's deputies who mentored him and encouraged him to apply for a position with our agency. John's time at UCSB truly laid the framework for both his professional life as well as his personal life, because it was there on that job that he met his wife, Erica, with whom he has shared the last 21 years of blissful marriage. John was hired by the Sheriff's Office in August of 2001. After working 4 years of patrol in various assignments, he was appointed as a detective in the Criminal Investigations Division. After 6 years, John was selected for a detective assignment in the Professional Standards Unit, where he worked diligently to uphold public trust and the Sheriff's Office guiding principles of integrity, caring, courage, fairness, and service. In March of 2016, John was promoted to the rank of Sheriff Sergeant, in which capacity he led squads in both the Goleta Valley and in Carpinteria. As a sergeant, he also held the assignment in the city of Goleta as a motor sergeant before being promoted to lieutenant in February of 2021. He was briefly assigned to lead our Santa Maria and Nucuyama patrol stations before returning to his hometown to lead the Isla Vista Foot Patrol Bureau. For the past 4 years, John has overseen our Judicial Services and Contract Services bureaus, ensuring our court buildings are properly protected and leading negotiations for the police service contracts with our 4 contract cities. John is a graduate of the Sherman Block Supervisory Leadership Institute and the Executive Leadership Institute at the Peter Drucker Graduate School of Management. Throughout his career, John has served on several collateral assignments, including 9 years on the Administrative Investigations team. In his free time, John enjoys traveling, motorcycle riding, and woodworking. John recognizes the importance of the support that he has received throughout his career from his family, especially from his wife, Erica, and their 2 daughters, Abigail, who's 15, and Caroline, who's 11. John is already enjoying his new position as a Sheriff's Commander, and we are certainly glad to have him in that role. And pinning his badge today will be his wife, Erica, as well as his rank insignia.
All right. Well, thank you, Sheriff, for the kind words and also for the trust that you put in me today. I'll be brief. I just want to thank, first of all, the mentors I've had over the years. There have been many. Two in particular are going to be up here in a minute, Kevin and Brad. You've always set the bar high for me, and you've always pushed me to be better, and I'll always be grateful for the time that you've invested in me. So thank you. To my family. I cannot say thank you enough to Erica, my amazing kids, Abby and Caroline. Thank you for all those long hours and late nights and the missed holidays that we've all experienced. Your support and your patience has been seemingly unending. So thank you very much. I absolutely would not be standing up here if it weren't for you. I want to thank everybody here who showed up. It's a full house. Thank you very much for all being here and for everybody watching on the live stream. Hi, Mom and Dad. So thank you all for being here. And again, I just really appreciate everybody being here. And I want to congratulate my fellow promotees. It's been really, really, hard-earned, well-deserved, and it couldn't be a better group to share this day with. So thank you.
Next up, we have our new Chief Custody Deputy, Ryan Michael Sullivan. Ryan was born in Waverly, Iowa, to William and Lisa Sullivan. He is the youngest of 3 children and has one brother, Jason, and a sister, Amy. Ryan grew up in Santa Maria, California, and attended Ernest Righetti High School, where he played basketball. After high school, he attended Sacramento State University and graduated with a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. Later, Ryan went on to complete a master's degree in public administration from Cal State University, Northridge. Ryan joined the Sheriff's Office in 2006 as a correction officer assigned to the main jail. In 2007, he became a member of the Special Operations Response Team, a collateral assignment that he held until 2016. In 2007, he was appointed to Custody Deputy Special Duty assigned to classification. During his tenure in the classification unit, Ryan has been a recipient of the Sheriff's Unit Citation Award in 2007. He was selected as the Custody Deputy of the Quarter in 2009, and he was awarded the Sheriff's Meritorious Service Medal in 2011 alongside several of his colleagues when they developed information that weapons were being smuggled into the main jail with the intent of being used against staff. In May 2011, Ryan was appointed to acting sergeant for jail operations and was officially promoted to that rank in August of that same year. In April of 2012, he became a member of the Risk Assessment Unit. Ryan was promoted to lieutenant in 2015 and assigned to the Transportation Unit. In July of 2016, he was assigned as one of the jail operations lieutenants in the main jail. In 2019, Ryan was promoted to custody commander, and in that role, he has overseen the Northern Branch Jail Operations Division, Custody Support Division, and the South County Jail Operations Division. Ryan lives in Buellton with his wife of 11 years, Jennifer, and their 2 children, Colin and Camden. Colin's 9 and Camden is 7. And appropriately, his badge will be pinned by his mother, Lisa, and his rank insignia will be pinned by his children, Colin and Camden. First.
All right, I'm going to channel Winston Churchill here and be a team player for everyone so we can get to lunch at a reasonable hour. But I do want to start by thanking Sheriff Brown for his guidance, support, and trust in me, as well as everyone that's shaped my career over the years, especially my team and the wonderful team that works with and for me. I want to congratulate our promotees here today. And lastly, just want to thank my family. For my mom and our family, it's been a rough year last year as my father passed. But just proud to be a part of this family and carrying the torch, and proud of my sons and family, and looking forward to the future. Thank you.
All right, next it's time to promote our Chief Deputy, Kevin Lewis Huddle. Kevin was born in Santa Barbara to Dennis and Leanne. Kevin comes from a law enforcement family. Both his father and his stepfather were police officers with the Santa Barbara Police Department. And his mother was a nurse at Cottage Hospital for 50 years. Kevin's dream from the age of 5 was to become a police officer. His family encouraged him to join the sheriff's office, and we are grateful for the impression that you made on him. Kevin graduated from Santa Barbara High School, where he played both football and soccer all 4 years. He attended Santa Barbara City College, where he obtained an Associate of Arts degree in Liberal Studies and continued his soccer career. He transferred to California State University at Long Beach, where he earned a bachelor's degree in criminal justice and graduated cum laude. Kevin joined the sheriff's office as an extra help parking enforcement officer in February of 1998, and he was assigned to the Isla Vista Foot Patrol. Later that same year, Kevin was appointed as a deputy sheriff trainee, and he attended the Ventura Sheriff's Academy. Kevin graduated from the academy in December of 1998 and was assigned to the field training program. In 2001, Kevin was selected as a field training officer himself. In 2002, Kevin secured an assignment on the Sheriff's Special Enforcement Team as a tactical operator. He was also a member of the Sheriff's Office Mobile Field Force. For 4 years, he was assigned to the Isla Vista Foot Patrol. In 2005, Kevin was appointed as a detective and assigned to the Human Resources Bureau, where he performed the important function of background investigator. Kevin was promoted to Sheriff Sergeant in 2007. Throughout his tenure as a sergeant, he worked various assignments and duties, including North County Patrol, Goleta City Traffic Bureau, as well as being a major crime sergeant in the Criminal Investigations Division. As a sergeant in major crimes, he oversaw many felony investigations, including multiple homicides, officer-involved shootings, the Isla Vista mass murder, the 2014 Deltopia riot investigation, sexual assaults, the number of child abuse cases, and he supervised the cold case unit and several other high-profile confidential cases. Kevin was promoted to lieutenant in 2016 and assigned as the Chief of Police Services for Goleta, where he oversaw the Goleta Valley Patrol Bureau. In 2017, he was selected as the Sheriff's Adjutant, where he also managed the Coroner's Bureau. He worked on special projects and assisted me on a regular basis. Kevin was promoted to Sheriff's Commander in September of 2018. As a commander, Kevin was assigned to the South County Operations Division, then to the Criminal Investigations Division, and his last assignment in that rank was in Operations Support Division. Throughout his career, Kevin has held numerous collateral assignments with the Sheriff's Office. His most recent were assisting with the Peer Support Team, the Wellness and Resilience Team, the Mentoring Team, and the Administrative Investigative Team. Kevin has been a part-time faculty member at Allen Hancock College since 2008. He teaches in the Law Enforcement Academy and in the Advanced Officer Training programs. Kevin is currently the first vice president of the California Peace Officers Association, and he is slated to become president of that organization in September of this year. Kevin is a graduate of the California Post Sherman Block Supervisory Leadership Institute, the Police Executive Research Forum's Senior Management Institute for Police that was held in Boston, the California Post Command College, class number 66, the Post Executive Development Course, and the California Police Chiefs Executive Development Program. Kevin obtained his master's degree in law enforcement leadership from the University of San Diego in 2021. He and his wife, Wendy, have been married for 24 years, and they live in the San Ynez Valley. They have 2 children, Thomas and Lindsay. In his free time, Kevin can be found mountain biking in the remote areas of our county or working in one of his daughter Lindsay's vintage bakery trailers, dispensing her amazing baked goods. Kevin, you have had an extraordinary law enforcement career to date, and we're looking forward to you accomplishing even more in your new role in the years to come. So congratulations. And pinning his badge today will be his father-in-law, retired Santa Barbara Sheriff's Office Senior Deputy Tim Gracie, and his rank insignia will be pinned by his daughter, Lindsay. You can give me a hug.
Good morning. Thank you, Sheriff Brown, for your trust in me and giving me this opportunity. I'm extremely excited. I want to thank Brad for your friendship, leadership. We worked together. I trained you, so this is going to be a fun ride. Ryan, I look forward to working with you as well. Santa Barbara Sheriff's Office is like a second family. I want to thank all my coworkers and everyone that has impact on my career. There's 2 mentors in the room that I really want to reach out and say thank you. Retired Under Sheriff Barney Malekian, you had more impact than you know on my career, and I appreciate it. Also, Vito Idamitis from the city of Goleta and now multiple other places. You took me under your wing and showed me your guidance. Thank you. I want to thank my mom, Papa Mbaya, and my 2 great kids for sacrificing and putting their life on hold a lot of times for me to be able to do this job and follow my heart. I want to thank my wife, Wendy, who's my best friend, my supporter. And even with all my warts, she still shows up every day and supports me, knowing that I've missed so many things over the years, but here she is still smiling and putting the happy face on, so I appreciate you. I've experienced a lot in my 28-year career, from being a 21-year-old kid working in Isla Vista, just waiting to go to the police academy, to where I stand today. I still love what I do. I've always wanted to be a cop, and every day I still have that drive to come and make the world a better place. There's 2 people here, Chris Corbett and Dan McSkimming, that I went to the academy with. I just want to say thank you. It's been a fun 28 years, and we're still going. One of my greatest strengths, and many of you will know, is I'm curious. My family calls me the Riddler because I have so many damn questions. So I have questions because I want to know the why, what's going on, and how to do it. This new opportunity as a chief deputy will allow me to continue to grow and learn. Our jobs as executives are to continue to support, teach, train, mentor, and develop our teams. We also need to be consistent and hold ourselves accountable, and I'm committed to doing that. I will leave you with this. I had a wise lieutenant tell me many years ago when I was venting about something that was now insignificant, and it stuck with me for my entire career. He printed up the Serenity Prayer and gave it to me. He said, read this, live by it, and you will have a successful career, so I will read it now. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Thank you.
Well said. All right, now it's time to present to you our next undersheriff. But before I do that, I want to let everybody know how important an undersheriff is to the sheriff and to the entire sheriff's office. Every senior level leader, everyone who's in charge of a complex organization, needs a good right-hand man or woman. Someone who's got to step in and be in charge when the sheriff is away from the office for whatever reason. In the sheriff's office of today, it's the responsibility of the sheriff to obtain resources for the organization and to interface on behalf of the office with a host of other agencies and people in the community and from throughout the state and sometimes from throughout the nation. As a result, it's the undersheriff who runs the day-to-day operations of our agency. A good second-in-command complements the boss's strengths and fills in for his weaknesses. Having a talented and reliable second reduces stress in an organization and doubles effectiveness in certain tasks and responsibilities. A good second-in-command helps shape the leader's and the agency's direction, effectiveness, and legacy. Since I first became sheriff in 2007, I have been blessed with 6 talented undersheriffs. Ken Shemwell, Jim Peterson, Don Patterson, Barney Malekian, Saul Linver, and Craig Bonner. These men continue to be my friends as well as my former colleagues. And now I am fortunate, and our community and our organization are fortunate, to have another highly skilled law enforcement executive added to those ranks. So let me now welcome and introduce to you our new undersheriff, Brad Welsh. Brad was born in Chicago, Illinois, to his parents Lynn and Rich, and they later moved to California. He has 4 sisters, Kim, Christina, Carrie, and Stacy. And I asked him if he ever got into the bathroom as a child. Brad graduated from Agora High School, and he attended Moore Park College. He later received his Bachelor of Science degree in Criminal Justice and his Master's degree in Law Enforcement and Public Safety Leadership from the University of San Diego. In 1999, Brad joined the Sheriff's Office as a reserve deputy. He was appointed as a correction officer in 2000, assigned to the main jail. In 2002, Brad became a sheriff's deputy. After working various patrol assignments, he was appointed as a narcotics detective in 2007, and he served as one of the county's experts on marijuana and asset forfeiture investigations. He was appointed to senior deputy in 2012 and promoted to sheriff sergeant in 2013, after which he was assigned to the Coastal Station, Isla Vista, and the Professional Standards Bureau. In November 2017, Brad was promoted to lieutenant and assigned to the Coastal Station, the Judicial Services Bureau, and the Contract Services Bureau. In 2022, Brad was promoted to sheriff's commander, and he served as the commander of the South County Operations Division. During his time as a commander, Brad continued his education by attending the California Peace Officer Standards and Training Command College, the Department of Homeland Security Leadership Academy, the Post Executive Development Course, and the Cal Chiefs Executive Leadership Institute at Drucker's School of Management. On March 31st of last year, Brad was promoted to Chief Deputy of Law Enforcement Operations. During his tenure with our agency, Brad has received many awards. These include the Deputy Sheriff's Association Awards for Correction Officer Rookie of the Year in 2001, Deputy Rookie of the Year for 2003, Deputy of the Year for 2007, Supervisor of the Year for 2013 and 2014, as well as the Carpinteria Lions Club Peace Officer of the Year Award in 2005. In 2015, Brad received both the Santa Barbara Sheriff's Medal of Valor and the H. Thomas Geary Award for Valor for his heroic actions in the Isla Vista mass murder incident. Brad has been married to his wife, Lisa, a former dispatcher for our agency for the past 18 years. They live in Oxnard with their 17-year-old twin boys, Gavin and Griffin. Brad and Lisa are very proud of the fact that both boys recently enlisted into the armed forces in the delayed entry program, Griffin into the United States Marine Corps and Gavin into the United States Coast Guard. And here, pinning their badge and rank insignia to their dad will be his sons, Gavin and Griffin.
You can hear a pin drop in here. No pressure, boys. Wow, it's pretty daunting once you stand up and see all the people that are here. This is amazing. First of all, thank you, Sheriff, for your continued guidance, leadership, and support, as well as this additional opportunity for me to serve the organization and all of the people within the County of Santa Barbara. Thank you so much. Wow. Thank you all for being here. I don't think you understand how important it is that you support and continue to support our promotional group. You know, standing here today, it's an honor. It's an honor to be your undersheriff, but it's also a reminder that we don't get here alone. We get here from the people who support us, the people who challenge us, and the people who push us. When I was thinking about this promotional group, I kept thinking, what sets them apart? And I keep coming back to three things that I want to share with the group. The first is humility. This group has genuine humility. And what I mean by that is they surround themselves by the subject matter experts. Because most of the time, we're actually not the smartest person in the room. And that's okay. In leadership isn't about being the smartest. It's about being smart enough to listen to those who are. The second part is this is a group of decision makers. Now, Under Sheriff Malekian's here, and he taught us early on, if you can sleep on a decision, that's even better. But sometimes, when the clock's ticking and the time hits, this group has to step up and make a decision, and they do. You know, nothing stops momentum for a leader than a leader who doesn't decide. The third is, this is a group of coaches. They're not critics, they're not sideline commentators. They coach their people. And what they've learned is that if you coach, you build competence, you build confidence, and you build a culture that people want to be part of and who want to stay a part of. And that's important for us. Now, speaking of coaches, and Kevin kind of already stole my thunder, but it's pretty awesome for me to be promoted alongside one of my original coaches, my OG, my field training officer, Kevin Huddle. Kevin, I can't tell you how much you mean to not just this promotional group, but to all of us in this room who you've coached, mentored, and led through the promotion process. We're all super pumped for your promotion, so congrats to you and congrats to this group. To those who have helped get me here, to my colleagues that are filled the room, thank you for pushing me. To my friends, thank you for keeping me grounded. To my family, including my parents who taught me what service is at an early age. To my awesome wife, Lisa, my amazing boys, Gavin and Griffin, I love you. This is more your promotion than mine. To this team and to all of our teams, just know moving forward that when you succeed like today, the sheriff and I celebrate alongside you. When you stumble, him and I will step forward, we'll help shoulder the blame, we'll learn from it together, and we'll move forward. That's leadership. That's the standard, and that's what this badge demands. So again, thank you all for coming and supporting us, and have a great celebration, you guys.
You know, I thank you for those eloquent words, Brad. I think that he's hit the nail on the head. We are at a pivotal time in American law enforcement. We've gone through some very, very challenging times in the past, the recent past, and we're going to go through some challenging times in the future. Everything from budget challenges to the current tensions that are out in the country as a result of immigration enforcement and other issues. But I have no doubt that this organization will continue to every single day make a difference in the lives of the people of Santa Barbara, and that we collectively will serve you and protect you in such a way that the trust that we enjoy, that many others do not enjoy from their communities, will be maintained. And we thank you for the support that you provide as well. Speaking of support, we have, I didn't do a dignitary intro list at the beginning of this, but we've had Supervisor Steve Lavagnino and Supervisor Roy Lee attending today. Thank you so much for your support and for being here. We have our amazing District Attorney, John Savernok, who's here and has stayed for the entire ceremony. Thank you for that, John. He was introduced before, but again, one of my past undersheriffs and a dear friend of mine and many people in this room and a mentor to so many, Barney Malekian. Thank you for being here. And I know that we've had other department heads that have been here, other people who are watching on the live stream, and I can't thank all of you in the room, but I do thank you for what you've done to develop and raise and share these people with us. These are the next executive command, management, and supervisory wave that will join the ranks that we already have, and I have no doubt that they're going to continue to help us guide this organization on the right path into the future, however challenging that future may be. And then lastly, I just want to thank Dalen Watkins and Teresa and Nanette, even in her own promotion ceremony, had to help organize this, the logistics of all of it. Thank you for that. These things don't just come together by themselves. So there's coffee and there's cake afterwards for everybody. Please feel free to mingle. And oh, I'm sorry. I just advised we've forgotten one very important thing. I have to swear all these people in and make it official that we don't want an April Fool's thing here or something. So. All right. So can I get all of our sworn leaders to please stand and to raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, and state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which I'm about to enter. Congratulations, you are now either an undersheriff, a chief, a commander, a lieutenant, or a sergeant. All right, the last order of business before we close out today is I'm going to ask that all of the promotees join me on the back of the stage. I'm going to do that after you sign, I can do it on your way, to sign your oath that you just took. And we will get up there and take a group photograph and then turn you loose to go celebrate with your friends and family. Thank you again, everybody, for being here with us today.